Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. Let's just dive right in today because we are unpacking something incredibly cool, the evolution of Qubitcoin. We're going to look at how this network is doing its absolute best to align blockchain consensus with the fast-moving realities of the emerging quantum computing industry. Seriously, it's a fascinating story about ditching the hype and focusing on building actual, real-world infrastructure. Okay, here's our roadmap for today. We'll be looking at 1. Quantum reality, not sci-fi. 2. Beyond useless mining. 3. Introducing Superdense Consensus. 4. The David compilation task. 5. A hybrid computing future. And finally, 6. Building without the hype. Let's get to it. So here's the absolutely crucial question we're exploring today. What if securing a blockchain could actually advance quantum computing? I mean, for years, blockchain security has basically required generating mathematically useless hashes, just burning energy. But what if all that immense computational effort could be harnessed? What if a network could do its best to secure its ledger while simultaneously contributing to a totally different cutting-edge scientific field? Section 1. Quantum reality, not sci-fi. Now, you might think quantum tech is just, confined to whiteboards and theoretical physics labs. But according to McKinsey's 2026 Quantum Technology Monitor, there are currently over 300 organizations worldwide actively working with quantum technologies. That is massive. Major corporations aren't just talking about this stuff anymore, they're investing heavily, building internal expertise, and honestly, they're actually starting to integrate quantum tools right into real business workflows. The industry conversation has completely shifted away from just theoretical demonstrations. The focus today is on building practical, layered technology ecosystems. We're talking about quantum software, quantum compilation, workflow orchestration, cloud services, and industry-specific applications. The quantum ecosystem is finally starting to look like a traditional tech industry, which means it needs practical tools and real infrastructure. And honestly, this is exactly where Qubitcoin's vision becomes so intriguing.
Section 2. Beyond traditional useless mining.
Okay, so think about traditional Bitcoin security. It's kind of like running on a treadmill. You sweat, you burn calories, you prove you did the work to secure the network, right? But you aren't powering anything else in your house. The hashes generated literally have no value outside of consensus. Qubitcoin completely changes that paradigm. Its original proof-of-work algorithm, known as cache, isn't just about hashing. It actually simulates parameterized quantum circuits. So the miners are generating measurement statistics that, yes, produce blocks for security, but they also hold relevance for the broader quantum ecosystem. It's literally like hooking that treadmill directly up to the power grid.
Section 3. Introducing Superdense Consensus.
Instead of relying on a single static algorithm forever, Qubitcoin recently rolled out the Planck update, which introduces this concept of superdense consensus. This is a game changer because it allows multiple computational tasks to coexist. Every single task can have its own difficulty, its own life cycle, its own computational objective, and really importantly, its own retirement schedule. The quantum industry is moving so fast that a task useful today might be completely obsolete tomorrow. So this modular framework lets the network literally swap out useful tasks like apps on a smartphone. It's doing its absolute best to keep the blockchain's work perfectly aligned with the bleeding edge of the quantum industry.
Section 4. The David compilation task.
The flagship task that came with that Planck update is called David, and it focuses entirely on quantum compilation. If you're wondering what that is, quantum compilation is just the process of transforming higher-level quantum operations into standardized quantum circuits. Think of it like a master architect drawing up this incredibly complex blueprint. The construction workers can't just build from that. They need to translate it into standardized, step-by-step instructions before they can actually build the house. That translation, that is essentially what compilation is doing for quantum hardware. And it's a massive, massive challenge in modern computing right now.
So, why does this matter? Well, because the David task generates structured artifacts for the quantum software layer. The output of the mining process isn't just a random hash or some arbitrary score anymore. It's intended to be a genuinely usable quantum circuit representation. This connects network security directly with real-world computational utility, positioning Qubitcoin incredibly close to the software layer of the emerging quantum economy.
Section 5. A hybrid computing future.
Zooming out a bit, McKinsey makes a really fascinating point about the broader industry. The future isn't about one technology violently replacing another. It's not classical versus quantum or AI versus classical. It's really about a layered ecosystem where classical systems, artificial intelligence, and quantum systems all work together in a hybrid model. And Qubitcoin reflects this exact philosophy. Today's miners run on classical hardware, sure, but their workloads are quantum-inspired. They are building an infrastructure that can naturally evolve alongside the industry as this hybrid future develops, rather than just waiting around for decades for millions of perfect quantum bits to exist.
Section 6. Building without the hype. We all know the crypto space is, well, it's famous for sensationalized marketing. But the development team here states quite openly, Qubitcoin is not currently quantum resistant. Quantum attacks remain a long-term concern. Implementations of Shor's algorithm remain extremely challenging. Honestly, that sheer honesty is so refreshing. They aren't out here promising to survive a quantum apocalypse tomorrow, and they aren't relying on moon boy marketing tactics. They are openly admitting their current limitations and just doing their best to focus purely on practical development. They want to create tools that are actually useful based on the realistic trajectory of quantum computing today. Now, Qubitcoin is absolutely an early-stage experiment. There are no absolute guarantees here. We don't know for sure that task-based consensus will dominate, or that these specific computational tasks will generate massive demand down the line. But what makes it so captivating is that they are genuinely doing their best to evolve mining into a flexible framework for the quantum software ecosystem. They are asking the tough questions and building infrastructure that almost no one else in the blockchain space is even thinking about yet.
I want to leave you with this final, kind of provocative thought to chew on. If quantum computing truly is the next industrial revolution, as so much data suggests, is the blockchain ecosystem you follow actually building the infrastructure for that hybrid future? Or is it just spinning its wheels on a treadmill, generating useless hashes? As the quantum economy moves out of the labs and into the real world, Qubitcoin's vision of providing useful, adaptable computational work seems more relevant now than ever before. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep asking those big questions.